brand new home under $300,000, resort style amenities, and energy efficient properties. Let's take a look. If you're ready to hop on the phone, down in the description is my calendar link where you could just go on there and set a time to call. Or if you're not ready for a phone call, there's another link down there for the VIP list where you can just put your criteria and I can get properties like this sent directly to you via email or text right away. So let's get started. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Joe Denny Ogando. I'm a Florida realtor and mortgage broker as well. Been doing this for over 5 years. Originally lived in New York City, and then I moved out here about 10 years ago or so. So now I call Florida my home. And on this channel, I explore all things real estate throughout Florida. Right now we're in Central Florida, around the South Kissimmee, Poinciana area, not too far from Haines City, Davenport area. And we're checking out brand new homes that at the time of this video, the prices here are starting at $266,000. As you can see, there's a combination of homes that are already built, sold, available. You still have dirt on this side. There's multiple builders working in this community. If you're watching this and you actually want to get into real estate or you're looking to switch brokers, reach out to me as well. My team has openings throughout Central Florida, and we can pretty much help you get videos like this and social media content to get more leads and close more deals. One of the things that I really like about this builder and the floor plans that they're delivering and designing is on your driveway and your walkway here, you have the brick pavers. This is a luxury. So I've had builders that start off in the higher price point and they don't add this to your property. And this gives you curb appeal, character. Right when you're driving up to your property, you don't have to have like a plain concrete slab. This is pretty nice. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Poinciana, Florida, when you think about where it's at on the map, we're in the South, definitely. To find prices like this, if you were going north, you'd have to hit like Ocala and those areas up there where you're like an hour and a half away from Orlando. Currently where we're at, we're about 45 minutes away from Orlando, depending on traffic. Disney, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic as well and which park you're going to. So when you think about Poinciana, Florida, you have close proximity, well, not that far proximity from Orlando International Airport and Tampa Airport as well. So you're about an hour and 15 minutes away from Tampa. Now, if you're going to Miami, you're about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours to Miami if you're going south. And if you're going north to Ocala, I would say 2 hours, maybe 2.5, not sure. That's a pretty long drive. I think, for the low 280-ish price point, around 282, 283, this is a perfect starter floor plan. Pretty nice floor plan here. You have this nice island here, amazing tile throughout the house. You have carpet in the the rooms and everything. This one has a washer and dryer, and you got stainless steel appliances. In terms of like what a down payment will look like, if you're at the 283 price point, and you're going with like an FHA loan, 3.5% down, will put you like right around 9,900 bucks for like $10,000. Now, the cool thing about this video is you're talking also to a mortgage broker. So I'm able to find you down payment assistance programs. Like right now, we have a buyer in a few cities over in St. Cloud where we're using a combination of down payment assistance and some seller concessions that we're able to negotiate to make their out of pocket about $2,000 to $2,500. Can you imagine buying your home for $2,500? Well, that's possible, depending on how motivated the seller might be and what type of programs you qualify for. But with this one here, you'll get a bunch of closing costs, reduced rate, interest rate with the preferred lender of the builder. And right now in this community, payments are as low as $2,200, and that's with their reduced rate right now. Let's talk a little bit about the home buying process. For those of you who have watched my videos before, you know I like to go into the details of like what it's like to buy a home. But also, this is the kitchen. Upgraded countertops, nice cabinets, stainless steel appliances. When you're looking to buy a home, one of the first steps is, you know, having a consultation with a real estate professional. You can either go to like the mortgage broker first or go to the realtor first. It's like 50-50. Like some people come to the realtor first or to the mortgage broker first. Well, I could do both. So if you come to me, I can help you with both. Or if you already have a realtor, I can help you on the mortgage side. Or if you have a lender, I can help you on the real estate side. So you want to establish, you know, your criteria and your goals. And then unfortunately, the realtor's job sometimes is to bring reality to like what you can get for what you're looking for in different areas. Because sometimes people's expectations may not be in line with the market. So that's our job to like, you know, be the bad guy up front and say, okay, so what you're looking for, you might have to like raise the budget or expand the radius to go towards the outskirts. And what's awesome is when you actually work with a realtor versus going on Zillow or Realtor.com, you're just seeing a bunch of properties. I'm able to see that, okay, that same floor plan 15 minutes down the road is going to be priced better. They're going to have a better incentive on it. They're going to have a better interest rate on it and more closing costs. So working with a realtor is going to be beneficial to you because my compensation, I'm going to ask the builder to pay me and I'm going to work on your behalf, kind of like a lawyer works, depending on, you know, how lawyers get paid. Whereas the other party I'm going to get paid once we're settled, and it's going to come out of the other party somehow. I'm going to try to charge the seller to pay me the commission. This is the view of like what your living room would look like. You have the kitchen over there, and you have this long hallway, and then you have like this indentation right over here on this wall where I see a cable coax outlet. So you're gonna have the TV right over here. Now the association on this property, they cover the internet, and they're also gonna cover, you're gonna have high-speed internet, gig service with Spectrum, and you're also gonna get TV streams, so you're gonna get a few channels as well. This community itself, Lake Deer, also has a playground. I think I saw a cabana. You have a little tot lot over there. I think I saw walking trails, and there's a lot of water throughout the house. The house is like on the property itself. So like you'll see like grass, some wood, some water, so you can walk around here and, you know, get some nature in. So when you're buying a house, you know, after you've talked to a real estate professional, the properties are being sent to you, and you've identified the right property, you want to pretty much put an offer together in writing on what your intentions are, like how much you want to offer, how much deposit, inspection periods and everything. And then you want to work on submitting your initial deposit once the offer is accepted. Down the hallway, right off the kitchen, you're gonna have the pantry over there, access to your garage, you have a bathroom over here, laundry room right behind me. So this property is actually going to come with the washer and dryer as well. 2 of the bedrooms are over here, and the primary is going to be at the other end of the property, so you're going to have maximum privacy. But back to the home buying process. So you've got an offer accepted and you put your deposit in. You want to get an inspection done. This is a beautiful home that we're standing inside of. It looks brand new to me, but I've done this enough times to realize that some issues might arise later on. So while all the realtors are just trying to get that commission, they need to pay their bills, they need to close the deal, and they won't tell you to get an inspection, I'm going to tell you the opposite. You should hire an independent inspector just to check the property out. You know, these are man-made properties, so there could be little, you know, defects throughout the property that you're not seeing. And what's awesome is all the builders want to work with you. They'll just hand over the list to their supervisors for the construction, and they'll pretty much work with you to get the home, you know, compliant or to fix the issues that you might have. And depending on what builder you work with, some of them, you know, will fix some of it up front, and then they'll guarantee that they'll do it after closing, but they'll want you to close on time, and then right after closing they'll fix it as well. Haven't had no terrible experiences yet. There have been some bad experiences with certain builders with communication after closing, which when I was newer, you know, the brokerage I was at before, they didn't pretty much push us to like get inspections on new construction and stuff. They were just glad we got the deals. And I had like 1 or 2 issues happen that popped up afterwards, and they got fixed. But it was like, what if we figured that out before we closed on the house? So now I work much differently, and we're pushing for inspections to happen before you even close on the property, even on new construction. We always did it for resales, but we want to do it for new construction as well. Now, while I think this is a great price home, 282, 283, there must be a reason why the price is like that low. There might be comps in the area that don't support this being a higher price. Part of the home buying process when you're financing is to get an appraisal. The way that it works is the bank has a random selection process about a week or 2 in which they hire an independent appraiser. You're not able to pick the appraiser. You're able to pick your inspector. You're able to pick your realtor, which clearly is going to be me, and your lender, which may be me as well. But you're not able to pick the appraiser. So the bank's going to pick an appraiser. Their job is to determine the value of this property, while the inspector's job is to determine the condition of the property. So while the inspector did the inspection, the appraiser does the appraisal. The title company is working in the background to make sure the title work on the paperwork, the title work on the property is clear. And then the seller is even going to pay for a title insurance so that if anything pops up later on, you're able to put a claim in to, you know, clear it. Because the goal is to have a property in good condition with the value, you know, or with extra value, and clean paperwork as well, clean title work. So as you have the inspector doing their job, the appraiser doing their job, title company doing their job, most of what I do or did by this point was at the beginning, where I connected some of the dots, found the properties, put the offer, and now I'm kind of like in the background, kind of like a puppet master. So it's not that you're not going to hear from me, but sometimes you'll go like a day or 2 and we won't be talking to each other, and that radio silence, you know, makes a lot of people nervous. Sometimes no news is good news though. So what's going to happen is we'll have different milestones in which we'll reach out to you. So after the appraisal's done, the inspection's done, and then the title work's done, and they issue a clear to close, we're able to walk the property again. It's very important that we go back to the home, we walk it entirely and make sure nothing's changed, nothing's missing, nothing's broken. And then after the final walkthrough, we head to closing. Depending on, you know, your schedule or anyone's schedule, you can do your walkthrough earlier in the day and then close later that day. I just left a final walkthrough at 1 p.m. and then the closing's actually happening today as well at 3 p.m. So there was like a 2-hour window between the final walkthrough and the closing. So that could be done the same day. Walkthrough could be done the day before if you want. So if you want to knock out the walkthrough the day before and then do the closing the next morning right away, and then you get your keys to your house. For my direct contact link, just visit www.jodenny.com. It's going to be here on the screen somewhere. Jodenny. On there, you can actually just go straight to my calendar. If you don't want to talk yet, just fill out your information for the VIP list where I'll start sending properties your way. Or if you don't want to get on the phone or get the VIP list, but you want to get the financing started right away, Just get the pre-approval link that I have on there and just start getting pre-approved. Had a few clients go in, get the pre-approval started, upload their documents, and then when that first phone call happened, they were ready to go. Had a great conversation, already looking for houses. But it doesn't all happen like that. Sometimes they want to have the conversation first. So depending on how comfortable you are with this process or how you want help in this process, I'm here for you. If you made it this far in the video, consider subscribing to this channel. We're at like 725 subscribers right now. We're on our way to 750. So I'm trying to get 25 more subscribers before the end of April. Can we do it? We got about 15 more days. So let's get to work.